Nearly 7:45. Cats on my lap. And a line of ants. That's where that white powder stuff, that's diatomaceous earth. It's coming out of the closet. Up over the red thing of the closet, back down, and I don't know where. Somewhere. I don't know. Ants, ants, ants. I hate the little bastards. I'm really upset about it. I thought we were done with that. We should be done with it. I don't know why they're in here. Very frustrating. I did pick up a few things, took pictures of some stuff and put them in the garage for what I call the staging area. The night before, the day of, early in the morning, we'll take things from the garage and put it out on the driveway. It's just that if you have to go hunting and looking for it and stuff the day before, you're going to be exhausted the day of the garage sale, and people come early, and people are picky, and people are this and that. So, my stuff's out there. If I find anything else, I'll put it out there. I sent pictures of it to Ashley's sister, Kim, who's posting it on Craigslist or something, and she said, "Are these pictures of something you just bought for yourself, or are they for the sale?" I said, "They're for the sale." And then I gave her the dimensions of the things and all that. Then I went out to mail the package. I made a package of stuff to send to Scott. Stuff that's been from beginning of June. A tool that I bought for his birthday, which was in the end of April, but ended up, I thought, well, I'll send it for Father's Day. And a magnet that said Happy Father's Day. And then it kind of grew from there. I put it in a box. And I've got that red seal of approval. 3 rubber duckies. 3 gnomes sitting next to each other with a welcome sign for Marley and some candy. What else is in there? Oh, a little Christmas ornament. Every year I give each one of them matching Christmas ornaments. In 2020 it was a dumpster fire. I made that I made that myself. Each one got a little. Well, it's made out of craft wood. A little dumpster on fire. One year they got little glass pickles, or Christmas ornament pickles. And then one year they got the poop emoji for that year. This year, 4 little silver bells with 2025 on it. So I had to claim all that on customs form because it's gonna go beep because of the metal in there. I hope that they don't fuck with it. Sometimes customs will. If there's food in there, they'll eat it. I'm not saying the Canadian side, I'm saying the American side. And I can track it through the point where it goes into Canada. Then from there I can't track it anymore. And Scott may end up owing $12 to $15 because of tariffs. I spent $57 and some change to send it. It should be a week to 10 days from today. So I'll have to tell Scott. And I put a letter in there with all the goodies explaining why it's so late and how I was in a play and I may audition for another one and things about the kids, how they're growing and stuff like that. And not a whole lot. It just, by the time I got back, when I pulled in, if I had known I was going to come back to ants, I would have bought some ant spray. But at the time, I didn't have them. When I got back, they were there. So, I played with the kids most of the time. The little one likes to climb. Brian says he's the danger child. He's a daring little kid. He's 1 3/4. He'll be 2 the end of January. So, he climbs halfway up the structure before people know it. And I have to run over there so he doesn't fall off the structure. Because at least 5 foot off the ground. He's not that tall. So, Then Spencer wants attention all the time, and the baby wants, not that he wants attention, he needs attending because he does dangerous stuff. He was sitting in the dirt, he was going to play with the dirt, and he puts some dirt in his hand and he's looking at it, and I said, "Don't do it." He looks up at me, says, "Not going to taste good." He looks up at me, he goes, "I said, I told you." And he put the dirt down. And then Spencer comes up. Daddy goes in the house. He was thawing out some meat to put on the barbecue. And he grabs me by both braids. And he pulls me in. And he says, "I want to play that game on your phone. And Dad's not out here, so I can't get into trouble. Where's your phone?" And I laughed and laughed. It's like nothing being being extorted by a 4-year-old. Little mob boss. Jeez. Of course, where are kids learning that shit from these days? Our fearless leaders. The orange bag of putrid pus. And his followers. I don't know why he is so afraid of anyone seeing the Epstein files. We all know he was on the files. Duh. And his devout followers that lead him with blank brains, they're devout to him like he's God or something. They're not going to give a shit. So what's he worried about? There are not enough people with balls and backbone to stop him. What is he worried about? I believe that everyone in the world, in the universe, has a potential of being good and being the best there is. And they also have the potential of being bad and assholes. Everyone's an asshole once in a while. I know I have been. But I try to be... God bless America. Ants on my hands. I try to be the best I can. Because life's too short. The older you get, the more you realize that. Life's too short to be a shit disturber or a follower of something bad. The people that are his toadies are basically must have some kind of something to gain. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing that. To them, I'm saying, be a mensch. Grow some balls. Have some backbone. Be a decent human being. And don't follow him. We can do so much better. Put him on a short chain. Get him out of the presidency. Put him in his Mar-a-Lago gold everything. And let him enjoy himself there. Kind of like house arrest, but palace arrest? I don't know. He's never going to suffer. And it's a shame. It's really a shame. How long have I blithered? I've got ants crawling on me. Damn it. 8 minutes. And they bite. Ow. It's so small. It's smaller than the freckle things on my arm. Very small. Like if you had one of those mechanical pencils and you drew 2 dots next to each other. They're that small. They're pains in the ass. That's what they are. It makes me itch. And you watch this stuff on TV about these various things and different takes on something, and I'm glad Jimmy Kimmel's back on. If they censor everybody, there's not going to be any fun in the world at all. What are they going to do for fun? What are they going to watch? Football? Not everyone likes football. Even cats knocking each other off of a fence, Little kids laugh at that. Are they going to censor that too? If, censoring the comedians and censoring the cats and dogs and cats and dogs living together. Pandemonium. That's from Ghostbusters. Yeah. Well, I better wrap it up. It's going on how many minutes? Going on 10 minutes? 10 minutes. So, yeah, tomorrow. There's always tomorrow, right now, to finish this room up and vacuum and try to get rid of the ants. Which means I'm going to have to spray some crap, and Ashley's not going to like it, but I don't know what to do. Either I do that to get rid of them in here, or they get an exterminator that does nothing. I don't know. When I did poop patrol, I found a little mole in the yard. And he was dead. He had ants all over him. And Spencer came over, and I had him in the little pooper scooper. And I said, he goes, is he alive? I said, no, he's dead. I said, don't touch him. Why? He's dead. Why can't I touch him? I said, because he might have germs. And you don't want to get germs, sick or something from this critter. So we can look at him with our eyes. He had long teeth. He had kind of a long tail, about 3 or 4 inches long. I was surprised. And probably almost an adult one. He wasn't a baby, but I don't think he was full grown. And I don't know why he was laying there. Whether or not when the sprinklers came on it filled up his tunnel, I don't know. Or if the dog rooted and got him, I don't know. But I flung him over the fence. He landed in a bush, so a hungry bird might be able to find him, maybe, I don't know. Because that's 3 moles in one day. Or people call them gophers. I think they're moles. I'm not sure. I'm tired, that I do know. I don't think I had a nap today. I know it sounds funny, but, you get older and you wear out quicker. So I'm going to veg and watch a couple things here before I go to bed. Tomorrow ought to be more interesting, I think. Not sure. Guess we'll find out, won't we? Well, if you're here tomorrow and I'm here tomorrow, we've missed the rapture. Yeah. We can go upward and onward.